You never have to fall off your horse again. And I truly believe that. And I know it to be true because thousands of students that I've worked with can tell you the same thing. You don't have to fall off your horse. There's this old school mentality that working with horses has to be dangerous, that, oh, ha ha ha, you're going to get bucked off. It's not a matter of if you're going to have an accident, it's when. I don't believe any of that junk, and neither should you. It's important what you believe. And if you believe that accidents are just going to come, then they will. Now, there's a different approach, and this is what I work with my students, is I teach my students how to connect with their horses with trust in a meaningful way that resonates with your horse. It's completely different from the old way of horsemanship. It's about this new way of horsemanship of leading our horses with love, not forcing them to respect you and running them around in circles and beating on them. None of that junk. It's about connection. It's about appealing to your horse. It's about being attentive to their needs, to their emotions, to what they're feeling. If you are a horse person, then you have that natural love for horses. And so even if you've been steeped in the old way of doing things, something in the back of your head has told you probably for a long time, like, this doesn't feel right, or this feels kind of icky, when I'm forcing a horse or putting a lot of pressure on them. And I'm saying this from personal experience. I've gone through a journey over the past 20 plus years of horsemanship where I've experienced some of the old way of doing things. I've practiced them as well, to where now I'm connecting in the most incredible way with my horses in a way that really has not just meaning to my horse, but deep meaning to me and feels good. Not only that, but I can't tell you the last time that I've come off of a horse, because I don't come off of horses anymore, because we're connected, because that trust is built and it's solid and my horse loves me and wants to be with me. Well, I've been safe. And that's what I teach my students. And that's what I want to encourage you to do, is don't go about the old way of horsemanship where you're just throwing the dice and asserting your will and hoping that you can be dominant enough to suppress your horse and end up actually making things worse, because a horse can't be bound forever. When the pressure gets high and hard enough, eventually they'll explode. Eventually things will go wrong. But when you lead with love, our horses are working with us because they genuinely want to. And that's the type of relationship that I want to have with my horse.